Guys, hi besties, hi loves. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I will be giving you a very detailed tutorial on how to properly lay down your frontal for wig making. Yes, so let's get into it. So in this video, I will be using the 13x4 frontal for this wig. Yes, for 13x4 frontal, sorry, that is what I'll be going with. I already adjusted my dome cap to fit my client's head very well. I have a video of that, you can go and watch it out. So let's get into it. I will be using the 22 inches head size, and then also I'll be using the hand stitching thread. I'll also be using the C pin. You can go ahead and use the straight pin if you want. You will also be needing some T pins or office pins. Either of them is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and then place my frontal on my dome cap. You would want, this video is very detailed, and so you would want to pay very much attention to it. So you go ahead and then fold your frontal into 2 equal parts. Make sure they are equal, and so don't just fold. Make sure the sides are very equal, like what I'm doing. So make sure this side is really equal, and then you make sure you find the middle part of what you are doing. So we need the middle part to be able to pin it on our canvas head. So whilst making sure you are getting the middle part right, make sure you mark it as well. You can use a pencil to mark it, or maybe your finger to hold that part. Now we are going to go ahead and then use the 3 guidelines on the canvas head. Can you see that? Yes, so we are going to be pinning the middle that we got onto the middle one. The lines you have on your canvas head, you are going to pin it onto the middle one. But before you do that, you are going to make sure you place your frontal 1 inch above your your dome cap, 1 inch. So from where the metal of the tape measure is to 1 makes 1 inch. Or if you think you are going to be confused, you can start from 1 to 2. So you push 1 under the dome cap and then you pin it at 2. So I pin mine at 1. So where the pin is, that is where I'm going to push the frontal to that side and pin it down. So this is how it's supposed to be. Good. So I'm going to be changing the pin to a T pin because I need it to be firm for me. Then after that, you are going to go ahead. Do you see it's above the the dome cap? That is how it's supposed to be. It needs to be above the dome cap. So I'm going to go ahead and then pin the back also. So what you are going to be doing is that you drag. Do you see how I'm dragging it gently? So just drag it gently and then pin it down. Good. Just like what I did. Can you see that? Now we are going to go ahead and pin all the back before we come back to pin the front side. What you want to be doing is that you want to get M shape. Do you see that? M shape. Your frontal has to be in an M shape. The letter M before you go ahead to sew. If you are not getting the M shape, then it means your placement is wrong. So you go ahead and then pin the back, and then also make sure what you are pinning down is lying down flat as it should be. You don't want any problem where your client will wear your wig cap and then the frontal won't be lying down flat. So you make sure the back of the frontal is really lying down flat. So you make sure you go ahead to pin the back, then you come and pin the front. So that is what I am doing in this video. Then you go ahead to pin the other sides as well. So we drag and then we pin. We drag and then pin, making sure that the frontal is lying down flat as it should be. Now, do you see the M shape I was talking about? This is the M shape you want to get. This is the M shape you want to get. So you pin the other side. You can also use the lace to match to see if they are equal. Do you see? So this is the M shape. Very beautiful, lying down really flat. So you make sure your frontal is lying down as flat as it should be. Now we are going to go ahead to stitch our frontal down. I'll be using the hand sewing thread, not the machine sewing thread. The hand sewing thread, because it is thicker than the machine sewing thread. So that is what I'll be using. So can you see the lace is 1 inch above the dome cap? Can you see that? That is what your frontal has to look like. This is what it has to look like. And then you can use the lace to match. Then you make sure you have your M shape. Take all this into consideration. Now you can go ahead and then pin your excess hair to make it clear for you whilst you are stitching. So you go ahead and pin your hair. Clip away your hair. Now after that, we are going to get into the sewing. Guys, please, if this video is helpful, kindly do well to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and then for more tutorials. So as you can see, the back of the frontal is lying down flat. So this is what you want to achieve. Now we are going to go ahead and start sewing. Now I have my threaded needle. I'll be using the C-pin like I said before. So you go ahead and make a very long, not very long, but long enough, and then you tie a knot. So make sure you tie a knot at least 3-4 times. So you are going to go ahead and sew. Now we are going to be picking the dome cap, and then we pick the lace. We are not going to be picking from the lace to the dome cap. So you can go ahead and pin as much as you want. You don't want your lace to be up when you are stitching. It has to be lying down flat while stitching. So you pass your needle through the dome cap and then pass it through right at the tip of the dome cap. That is where you want to be starting from. Can you see? Now you are going to pass the needle in between your thread. Can you see what I'm doing? So you pass it in between, and then you divide it into 2 like this. So you pull it, and then it becomes a knot. From there, we are going to use another different technique. Now we are going to pass it through, and then pass the thread behind the needle. The thread behind the needle. So you pass it behind like that, and then you pull it. So whilst one thing you should know is that you want to be making close firm stitches, so that your frontals the thread do not fall off easily. So that is how you are going to be stitching all through to the end. So you pass your needle through the dome cap, and then you pass the thread behind the needle, and then you pull it just like what I did. So that is how you are going to be. Do not remove your pins from the dome cap when you have not gotten to that side, unless you've gotten or you've staged past where the pin is, then you can go ahead to remove it. So just as I am doing, this is how we are going to be sewing all through. Pass the needle through. Now we are going to do the last stitch where we are going to pass the needle. Can you see that? So you pass the needle in between your threads. So you pass it through one side, and then that is it. You go ahead to make your knots. Guys, please, if this video was helpful, kindly do well to subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you very much. If you are new here, thank you. Kindly subscribe and stick and stay with me for more tutorials like this. So we are going to go ahead and then make a knot, and that is it, guys. So you make 3-4 knots before you cut off your excess thread. That is it, guys. So this is how your frontal should be looking on your dome cap. I mean your canvas head, sorry. So this is how flat and neat your stitches should be. Can you see that? Can you see that? Very neat and well stitched. That is how you want it to be. So guys, see you in my next video, but for now it's bye.